What up, YouTube? Knives and Gear Insights with another short review for a knife that I picked up a little while ago. And this is one of their Kizer Mania discount sales that I picked up on Amazon. And this is the Kizer Torngat, which was 50% off. So this knife was essentially 75 or $74 or $75 what I paid for this. And for a knife, a premium, it's a premium knife, titanium scales, titanium backspacer, blue anodized pivot colors on both sides, a mill titanium clip with a blue anodized insert, or I'm not sure if that's an insert or if that's just an area. S35 VN blade with a compound ground, so you got a hollow ground here in the back of the blade and a flat ground in the front. So definitely a really sharp offering, a really sharp knife with this shape of the blade. So, and since I'm a lefty, okay, let me explain. I put this thumb stud on there. Yes, I know this makes his life, even though this knife is not the prettiest knife out of in general already, this thumb stud makes probably the knife. A lot of people would probably say, oh my god, this is ugly. Why would you put this on there when already you got an ugly knife? Let me tell you, I'm a lefty. I have an incredibly hard time with this knife specific. I had not had any other, with most of my knives, I don't have any other problems with a frame lock. But with this knife specifically, I have an incredibly hard time to reverse flick it. I can't really not thumb flick it with this thumb pole because it's literally impossible for me on this side. Because as soon as I try to thumb flick it, I'm automatically pushing on this lock bar, so I can't. It's impossible. So the only option I have is to put one of those quick starts on there and to make this knife for me work, and it works. It does work. Does it make the knife ugly? Yeah, it does. I do not say it doesn't, because it does. And it's even in the cutting path a little bit. But I can live with it just because it makes the knife usable for me. It makes the knife, I got a premium knife, $75 instead of $150 or $160 what this knife costs usually. And I can use it now. So I'm happy with it. I don't mind the thumb stud. The knife is already not the prettiest one out of the box in general. But it's a usable knife. It's a EDC knife that I don't mind carrying because it's sharp. It does what it needs to do. And I don't have to carry the prettiest knife to do work. So my pretty knives are at home in my collection, and the knives that I consider, carrying with me all the time, this would be one of them. Just because it's not the prettiest knife, I wouldn't mind if, getting it dirty or so, plain and simple. And that's why I do this. But yeah, so let's get the size comparisons to this knife. So like I said, I'm just in general, titanium, I already went over this. The only thing I don't like about this knife is this massive billboarding here all over the knife. So this is a little, I guess this is the older Kizer style that they did a couple years ago. Or like, I think this knife is only about a year and a half or so old. And they just didn't sell well, so they discontinued these knives really quickly. I got two more that didn't really sell well, I guess. But I don't mind picking up a premium knife for a good deal. So, that's what I'm about. And to share it with you guys. So let's do size comparisons here real quick. Okay, here we got the We Knives Equivoc. So you can see it's a very similar length. Another Kizer here, the Kizer Hawk DLC, which is a much newer, in my opinion, much higher end, much better quality. Well, not much better quality, but just in general, just a much nicer offering from Kizer. Then here we got the Tenable Knives Fenrir, which is a really cool knife. I like the budget version of it. And then here we got the CBB Hyperpulse. Here we got the Migron Royale as another pretty common knife. And then here the little Naps Lander. So you can see how it compares to other a little bit smaller knives. But yeah, overall, not a bad knife. I think it's got everything that a premium knife needs. And S35VN, a lot of people, oh, it's S35VN. I don't care. It's a premium steel in my opinion. And it does what it needs to do. It's easy to sharpen. It's easy to maintain. Oh, there it is. And so I don't really mind. Let's get this measurements on this knife. So if you use the portion where the lanyard hole is, so you got pretty much a 7 7/8 inch knife. You got a blade length of right around 3 1/4. You got a cutting edge of 3 3/16. So overall, a good full size knife. You got a decent forward choil. You got some good decent life in this blade where you can sharpen it. Hardware wise, you got T6s all the way around, except that the pivot is T8, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, you know, I mean, I guess it's just common. But with a lot of knife makers, they're not changing to T8s anytime soon. Except of a few maybe here and there. But yeah, like I said, the thumb pole here, for me personally, it is extremely difficult to use it because I'm a lefty. And I don't know about people that are righties, if they can use it easily. You can put your comments in there if this works for you. I know it didn't work for me. So this quick stud here is making this knife so much more usable, so much nicer for me in general. Even with my yeah, see, it's difficult for me even with the right hand. So left hand works great. But yeah, before I forget, let's get the weight on this bad boy. I think this is about 4.5, maybe 4.7 ounces, something like that. 4.32 ounces. Okay, I was a little off, not by much though. Yeah, overall, I think you know, I'm not sure if this knife is still available. I think it's already sold out. Because I just, in general, I think that these knives, these 50% off knives have sold out on Amazon. So get the last stock that Kizer had basically out of their warehouses, and then, you know, make room for new knives, for new stuff. So, but if it's available, I will link it, or I will link it in the description. If you want to pick it up, if you want to check it out, you can use my link on for it. You know, it's an Amazon affiliate link. It would help the channel. If you don't, you don't. But that's, like I said, I'll leave that completely up to you. If you like my content, please comment, subscribe, leave a like. And that's pretty much it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.